and many other topics. Today our topic is on-page SEO and strategies for 2013. And my special guest today is Chris County from Webimax. Chris, go ahead and introduce yourself and talk a little bit about your company.
Sure. Thanks, Max. Hi, everyone. Thanks for watching, Max. Thanks for the opportunity. I think these are a really cool idea, and I hope you keep doing this. I work for Webimax. We're a New Jersey-based SEO firm. We do everything in-house, so we're like a consultant team, but we have people that can actually implement on staff as well. So we have writers, we have link builders, we have PR people, we have coders, we have web designers, we have the full service.
Awesome.
I'm the director of consulting services, so I work with Bill Slawski, and I work with Jeremy Neat and Matt Herron. That's essentially our consulting team, along with Michael Stricker, and we help wherever we're needed throughout the company.
Awesome, and these are all familiar names there. How long have you been personally in SEO?
I've been doing it since about 2006.
Mm-hmm.
I started as an in-house SEO for an answering service, actually.
How did all this on-page SEO, how did it start in the beginning, and why was it necessary for Google to partially introduce on-page SEO or give some directions for people on what to do and what to look for, and for other marketers to start researching that? And how did it get shaped over the years?
Well, SEO itself is older than Google. We think of SEO now, and the first thing you think of is Google. You think of a search, and you think of Google. But back in the early 90s, maybe 96 or 97, really the only thing that there was on-page SEO. It was really about having the keywords on the page. You could keyword stuff. You could essentially steal other people's content. Later on down the line, you could actually hurt other sites by taking their content, and these older search engines had duplicate content penalties that were really, really fierce, so you could take down a competitor by copying their stuff and posting it on the web. The concept of off-page SEO really didn't come around until Google came around, when PageRank was established, and essentially pages could vote for each other. Before that, it was pretty much all on-site content writing and things like that.
And how did it change after Penguin and Panda?
Well, Panda was essentially, one of the ideas was you could create these pages. We knew that page titles were important, so we would just create pages and pages and pages with varying keywords as the title. We knew that was a pretty important signal, so we could just have this really thin content that wasn't really written for humans. It was there just for the sake of ranking. So when Panda came around originally, and is still in effect today, you need to begin consolidating those thin pages. You need to ask yourself, really, does this page need to exist? Does it really stand on its own, or do I need to take it out of the equation? So
would you say that Panda or Penguin, were those critical points for people to realize that there's something more to on-page than just keywords?
Well, I think that when anything you get into a career, you want to do some research on the history of whatever it is you're trying to become an expert at.
I just have to add to the whole keyword thing. Maybe it's just because now I'm a little more in the know and understand how the SEO around keywords work from maybe a beginner standpoint. But when I read content and they keep linking back to their own site over and over in one blog post, and it's really obvious they're targeting keyword phrases or key phrases throughout that, I roll my eyes. I go, are you writing this for me, or are you writing this for yourself? And I feel like it makes them as a source of content lose credibility in my eyes. Now,
absolutely.
You know, maybe I'm just really sensitive to it because I've worked at SEO Moz in the past. I understand a little bit how this SEO stuff works, and as a content producer and as a marketing communications person, I'm really sensitive to it now. But I'd like to think that other people are too, even if they're not in the know on SEO.
Yeah. What we just talked about pretty much. You said the anchor text, the links on the site pointing to one another on page and off page, and also link location, like putting all your links or a lot of them in the footer so they appear on every single page of your site. What your thoughts are about just linking and anchor text overall on the site, and how it's going to change over the years, and how Google responds to people abusing that.
Mm-hmm. I think that the abuse is pretty rampant now, and I look at it from the same angle as when I look at source code on the page, and I see people are still tagging it with all those spammy keywords in the meta description, and I just roll my eyes and I'm like, or meta keywords, and I'm like, you guys, it doesn't work anymore. I feel that Google is starting to take the emphasis on take the emphasis off of that anchor text. I still think it's going to be important, but as Google develops more sophisticated ways to read into the metadata within the page, I feel that the emphasis is going to be taken off of those links. However, links are the big thing on the internet. If you don't get linked to, then Google can't crawl you, right? If you have an orphaned page, it's not going to be found by the search engine, so you still have to find ways to get it linked to, right? It's just a matter of doing it in the most effective, user-friendly, and ethical way, right?
Kevin, and everybody who was watching us, I truly appreciate you being on the Hangout with us. The next one we'll have is next week. We will talk about authorship with AJ Khan. He's an authority in the topic, yes. And it was a pleasure to have you all on, and have a great week.
Thanks, Max. Thanks, everybody. Good to see you.
Thanks, guys. Nice to see you.